Hello. So into today's episode video, I am going through my 2023 calendar, and I got it from the works, and it was a color your own calendar. I've started it. When I first got this, my intention was to do the entire thing with you, but then by the end, when I started it, it was mid-March. um and I was gonna do like each month. I was gonna like do January with you. I was doing January and go through it like that. And it didn't go that way. As you can see, it did not go that way at all. Not at all. So in the end, I decided to paint 6 on camera and 6 off camera, and every time my camera needed to charge, I'd paint one, and then when it was on, I'd think it was a lot of messing around, but we did it. I did it. Here it is. So I did each month differently, and I got it off of an online website. So on the online website, it's like each month has its own color. What was I saying? Sorry, I had to cut off. Now I'm going back again. Anyway, so like each month has its own color. And normally you can base that off like a birthstone. So my birthstone and my month is yellow. So you could do that, and then January is like dark red, bluey. February, there's like purple and yellows. However, I didn't go off that website. That one's a different one. The website I went off of, which I will link down below, it's from a website called Sunday Citizen, and because these did like duo colors. Sorry about that. This is a total madhouse, if you could hear any of the background. But yeah, so yeah, so on this website that I've gone through, it did like duo colors. It did like 2 colors, or try to give you 2 colors. So this month is March, and this March was emerald green and purple. Now they said that emerald green and purple, it was, or should I start from there? So it was like deep jewel tones perfectly embody March as the days start to get brighter, and St. Patrick's Day and Mardi Gras are celebrated. So that was March. And oh my god, I'm just realizing I messed up on this March. Did I? Wait. I didn't add any purple. I'll have to go back and add purple now. This is irritating. Right, anyway. Oh, well. So, I think I messed up on this one. I think I messed up. So, I think I might add some purple if there's room. Anyway, let's just start from the start. What I'm doing right now is using spirit gum, which I've never used before. Never. This I bought. I keep on getting distracted. We can do this. So this is the first time we actually using spirit gum. I bought this from Amazon, and it is. I got a big bottle. I got 250 ml of spirit gum, and I was really happy with this. Very happy, and that's not past tense. I am still very happy in this, but you'll see later on there's a very big mistake. We go through some mess. So yeah, you'll see that. But then we move on, and I duo tone this. I don't just use one medium. Like and I'm really glad in some regards that I missed the 2 months. Like I said, I'm starting this in March, mid-March. So January and February I could test what kind of stuff I could use before. to see if it bled through the page. So I tried markers on February, which is a gorgeous month. February, I love the drawing, I love the colours on that. Because it was markers, they looked gorgeous, but they bled through so bad that you couldn't see January's dates. So I couldn't use. So I found out very quickly that I couldn't use markers, but I could use certain types of markers. So if you do look back on one of my videos in one of my Let's Try series, I bought some metallic twin markers. I bought the purple and the pink. They're gorgeous. I love them. I will try and buy some more. Maybe we could go to B&M's together and buy some more and try them out, try the different colours. But they are great. They don't bleed through the page at all, and the double-sided one's a marker side, it's brush pen, and the other side's a nib pen, and it says what it says on the tin. It's metallic one side and aqua on the other. Gorgeous. So I could use them, and I found out very quickly that didn't go onto the other side. However, the other ones, the big box and some other ones, did go across on, leak through, so I couldn't use them for the later months. And in January, I did the page just acrylic paint, and I found out that I could use acrylic paint. So how I did these, I started off with a layer of the watercolor that we got in a scroller box. So hopefully you'll see that soon. If it's not been posted, you will see that soon. It is February 2022 scroller box. Gorgeous. Absolutely love it. But you'll see that I use the watercolor first. Well, actually, I'll put Spirit Gum on. Then I'll use the watercolor. So then I do a layer of watercolor, and then over that I'll use pencils and the aqua markers, and maybe a second layer of watercolor, and I'll use acrylic. So you are seeing me do March, which, as you can see, I did like green and purple. Now, I messed up my months. I read the chart wrong. How did I read it wrong? How? Well, did I? Yeah. I'm failing so badly. This is just the start. So yeah, sorry thingy, but you know what? Let's start from the end. Yeah, let's start at the start and let's see what this says and let's see what I do. So I did in January the colours, which were the right colours. I did white and light blue. So Sunday Citizen says that white symbolises a blank page and a fresh start to the new year, coupled with light blue to invoke snowfall and winter. Now, that's all great and all. It was great. Love January. January's great. New start, fresh page, like they said, it's great. I'm still looking at March and I'm thinking, why are you feeling so badly? I'm sorry. And you know what? I did really good on January. January is a good page. You'll see that later on. It looks quite nice. This is me failing badly on how to get Spirit Gum off. Like I said, I've never used it before, so I didn't know how to use it. And I was like, reading the bottle, how do you use this? How do you get this off? And I'm sure the bottle said use water, so I tried to use a bit of water. No. In the end, I do find out how to get it off. You kind of just rub it, don't you? So I do get it off. But also felt tips. I used felt tips. They were really good as well. And for some reason, all I could keep on hearing and seeing in my head was green and yellow. So this page is green and yellow. Probably should have added a bit of purple. We'll see. Because when you see the end, it's a really nice finish. Like the green and yellow, this looks like a really good piece. I wish I've added purple now. But mistakes are supposed to be made. It looked quite nice. So moving back to February, the February colours was cherry red and pink. So it's like the nice reds and pinks and nice tones and hues. Just throwing in some art words there. Anyway, they say that the colours of February, the month of love and Valentine's Day, is represented by romantic and playful cherry red and pink tones. So obviously it has to be Valentine's Day. Why not? Valentine's Day is February, so it gotta be pink. We gotta have pink. And I do love that page. Like, if you have not seen it from previously, if you do see it like soon, it's a very nice page. The colours are very nice. It's nice and bold and nice and just like pops in your face. Whereas obviously later on you don't see that, just because I couldn't use markers because it bled through the page. And also the watercolours, it was kind of pastel like, which I don't mind, but I kind of like the bold colours. But I do like these pastel colours. It's so confusing. But this is where I find out how to actually use spirit gum. This is my first time, so later on I will use it and I'll know what I'm doing. But I did find out that it's probably not best for this paper. This paper is thin, so it did take off some of the line work from that. You know, it kind of just tried to rip some of the paper off. So you might see that soon, because it does happen. I do try and be gentle, but I'm rough-handed sometimes and stuff happens. There it is. There's my mistake. There it was. And I tried to fix that. Oh, we try. But yeah, in my head, I just saw yellow and green. I keep on banging on about it, I'm sorry. So the month of March, we're on March, here we are. So deep jewel tones perfectly embody March as the days start to get brighter and St. Patrick's Day and Mardi Gras are celebrated. Mine does not include Mardi Gras, obviously. It just includes St. Patrick's Day. Why not? So I didn't add, I don't know what that was. So I didn't add Mardi Gras. That one's the celebration of the dead. I do know Mardi Gras. I do like Mardi Gras. I just didn't read it properly. I'm sorry. I'm more sorry to myself. I need to concentrate more and stop rushing. All this happens. But yeah, so that is March, and as you can see as I go on, it does look quite nice, the outcome for March, which I'm happy about. And then I turn to April, and one second, let me get my calendar and then I can find out if I recorded it on camera or not. Just one second. I'm back. So it just lets me know by if I look at it if I recorded it or not. So no, this isn't March. Oh my, sorry. Oh my, I'm so sorry. April. This is April. So you've not actually seen March yet. I'm so glad I got this calendar now. Oh my god. Oh, I was right. I've been right. I was right. I did it right. Oh, I did it right. I can't wait for you to see these now. So we have April, which I did right. This one is April. Now, I didn't record. This is how we do it. So I didn't record the first 3 months. Now I'm looking. So I didn't record January, white and light blue. I didn't record February, which is the cherry pink, cherry red and pink. And I also didn't record March, which is emerald green and purple. Yes, I did it right. I recorded the month of April, which is pale yellow and green grass. Yes, I did it right. Now I'm happy. Now my OCD-ness is happy. I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Right. So I didn't miss our Mardi Gras. Love you. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so happy now. I'm actually really happy. I needed to contain myself. We've contained myself now. We're happy again. So this is the month of April. Now, April is pale yellow and grass green. Now, these say that April, the colours of April, the joyful pastel infused colours of spring are all around us in April. Think bunnies and Easter eggs and a new planet growth. So that's why it's like greeny and stuff like that. And April is also my anime month. So please, I will be posting this on April, I'm pretty sure. But please go onto my Instagram and TikTok and you will see my anime month. And on anime month, every day I post one anime drawing, which is like there's different days. So like, what's your first anime you watched, your favorite couple, your favorite crush, your favorite female characters, stuff like that. And it's a broad anime like Yuki. It's everywhere and everything, whereas I do want to do another one which is more singular, so based on just one anime at a time. We're getting there. We're all getting there. But if you go to my Patreon, you will see a anime poll for that. So you can comment on 5 different animes. Haikyuu, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Naruto, and Attack on Titan. No, wait there. Right. Fairy Tail. Right. Start again. There's 5, okay? So we've got Fairy Tail, One Piece, Haikyuu, My Hero Academia, and Naruto. So comment below which one of them you'd like me to do first, or better yet, go to my Patreon and put a poll down and comment on the poll. It's public. Everyone and anyone can vote on it. So please go ahead, go there and vote there. My Patreon is linked below, so it's easier. Just click on the link. So yeah. So this is April. I did it right. Yes. So now I don't need to add purple. We're all good. So, and also in April in Manchester, there's an anime con. I might go there. Hopefully. We might go. If I do go, should I do a video or not? No. We'll see. Anyway. Right. So I recorded April. I videotaped this month, April. And I also videotaped May. Now I'm not really happy with May. It's probably my least favorite color, my least favorite colorings of the month. You'll see it, and you might see why. So we'll get to May. June, I didn't record, I don't think. And I don't think I recorded July. Or am I off? I know I recorded August. August is a nice month as well that came out good. September, I don't think I recorded, but that one, again, is a nice one. October, November, and now I'm just saying the months just in case you didn't know the months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Because why not, kids? Let's learn our months. This is May, so I let March rest. That's not why am I calling it March. I'm like April. I'm not April. I keep on calling it March. It's not. It's April. April. If every now and again you hear some background, like I said, busy house. Yeah. Yeah, busy. Uh, so busy that I have so many brothers and sisters, so many. Um, but let's carry on. Let's ignore all that. Let's carry on. So this is the colours of May. So in the colours of May, they Sunday Citizen say that it's like cream and lilac. Now, I first use Spirit Gum, and it's going great, great. I'm thinking, great, we're getting there. We're doing this. It's going great. So I use the Spirit Gum on the stuff that I want white. Yeah. And you'll so yeah, so I'm doing really good. I'm marking out the stuff that I want to stay white. And I thought I was being nice and careful. Guess I wasn't. You'll see in a couple of seconds. Let's just wait for my mess up. And sorry, even I'm watching the screen right now. Like, also the brush was not the right brush. This brush was too thick. I should have tried to get a thinner brush, but I'm too lazy. Decide, no, I just use this one and slush it around everywhere. But I thought I was doing really well right now. I was like, yay, we've got this. We have this all covered. It's going great. It's going so great. See, I'm on the 5th month. May, we're on the 5th month. And I was like, yes, we've got this. What other flowers should I add white to? Should I just leave blank? This is going great. Great. Oh, amazing. Finally, something's working out for me. We've got this. Nah. There. Right there. It went everywhere. And do you know what? It went on the carpet. It went on my leggings. You can see my stitch socks. It went on my stitch socks, guys. It went on my stitch socks. And I'm like, let's get a really shitty towel and let's just get it cleaned up. Oh, it went everywhere. And I threw my stuff in the wash. Even my little brother's trying to help me. He's being so nice and trying to help me. And I'm like, we gotta try and clean this off. We gotta clean this. See, it went everywhere. See, I think this is why this month just messed me up. It properly messed me up. So I couldn't get it all off my carpet. It's ruined. I'm glad we need a new carpet anyway, but it's ruined. I got some of it off, but not all of it. My leggings, threw in the wash, ruined. They're now my art leggings. They're the leggings I wear for art now. Yeah. And our socks, you know what? I've not seen my socks since. So, I get dressed in my PJs, and I just let everything calm down. I get myself a hot chocolate in my big group cup because it's needed. I was just having a bad 5-10 minutes because it just spiraled, didn't it? Just spiraled. But, and like I said, it was a new bottle. It was brand new. And I showed you, it was up to the top of that label bit. That's where it came, like, up top of that label, so a big amount came out. So yeah, so I'm not happy about that. I'm more not happy because it's like a waste of money. Like, that little bit is just like money drained. But yeah, so we move on. We move on, and we do art. We do art. So This time around, I try and get as much of the lift to go as much of the spirit gum as I can off of the stuff that I want to be able to see colour. And it was so like such a thin layer that basically by the end of it wasn't really there, but it did affect a little bit what I how like my drawing. It just felt, I don't know if you can hear it, it just felt different. I don't know if you could hear that, but it just feels, the texture just feels different. So yeah, and as you can see, this month it's lilac and cream. So, and like I said, I'm with this kind of colours, I wanted them to be some kind of punch in there, some boldness. So I tried to add in a little bit of purple and, you know, some of that, and maybe like a little in the cream I added a bit of yellow, but again, it was all kind of just there. But this camera at there, how it's showing this, that looks nice. Like once it's dried, it don't look like that. Or maybe it's just because on camera it looks better, whereas in real life it doesn't look that nice. But on the camera, that purple looks gorgeous. That purple looks really nice. But yeah, in life, it's not like that bright of purple. It's more pastel, obviously, because they're pastel colours. But even that yellow on the camera, it looked neon. Whereas on this, it doesn't look that neon. But it is nice. I'm not saying it's not. It's nice. Yeah. So I try my hardest to do like the watercolor effect where it's bold in corner and fingers and it gets like lighter, or you can blend it into a different color. And I do really well. Honestly, I do really well in a month of July. The month of July, I only used watercolor and a couple of pencils. Actually, yeah. I also used a little bit of felt tips, but I can tell you right now, I absolutely love the blend between the two colors for the month of July. Gorgeous. Have I actually told you the month of May, what they say? I don't think I have. Anyway, the month of May, because I don't think I actually told you what that represents on this. So the month of May, cream and lilac represents flowers in full bloom and the sense of organisation and calm that the month of May brings. Now, do you see how ironic that is? How ironic that the month of May brings calm and organisation, and look what it did to me. Oh my god. Literally my inner Janice from the Friends is coming out. Like, oh my god. The organisation and the calmness, and then that happens. Like, what the hell? Yeah, wow. So it didn't bring me any calmness. Thank you, May. Thank you. But yes, yeah, so yeah, great. Thank you. So like I said, I try and use a bit of like a darker purple, only in little bits, because it is mostly cream and lilac, and that was just the most, I didn't want it to be overpowered, so I used purples, and I tried to keep it white in some places, a lot more than all the other colours and the other months of the other calendars. And the reason why I'm doing this, I don't know, I don't normally have a calendar like this. Just because and I have my calendar for my phone, and like tablet and stuff, but I don't have it like, you know, actually physically there. But, you know, me in my head, I'm literally like, organisation, going back to the organisation. If I can put on when to post stuff, so I am like, we post this and we post this and we do this and this and this and this and get it all done. So in my head, we can get it done for that day. Then I'm thinking, yes, this is why, so I can actually have it written in to get it done. So that is why we're doing this calendar. And if it works this year, then I'll do it next year. Yeah. Yeah, it might become a yearly thing, this. If you'd like. If this is any good. But, so yeah, so... And it might be different colours next year. I might be like, you know what? I'm going to figure out the colours and I'm going to see what each month represents. Not Sunday Citizen, which you are doing really great, but I want to give it a try next year, not this year. So if it does work, that will happen. But if it doesn't, then it probably won't happen. But it's doing all right up to now. So let's fingers crossed it does fine. So going back to the organisation, just so I can actually say to myself, like, I will post the scroll box video this day, and I will post the like an anime drawing this day, and just have it all in there to make sure it's done. So because I work on loads of different things at the same time, and sometimes it's a long project to get one finished before another one starts and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna try and do this weekly, and we can do this. I can do this. So yeah, so we're gonna move on to June, which I don't know if I record or not. 1 second. I'm gonna pause it and let me see if I record it. Here, I'm back again. So no, I didn't record the next 2 months. So the next month is, after May, is June. We're learning our months again. May and then June. So in June, the colours from the website, it said that it was like a pale orange and purple. Now, you know me, I can't go with just pale orange and pearl. Sorry, pale orange and pearl. I realised I just said purple. No, it's pale orange and pearl. So, like I said, I've realised that I can't go do things with just that. We can't just do pale and pearl and weird. So I did add some bold colours of orange and bold colours of yellow. And I do like what I did. It's a nice overall picture with just the blank. It was kind of nice, and even adding the colour, it's kind of nice. I like it. Sorry, drink. And I did try and add the pearl, whatever colour pearl is. Like, I thought like pearl is like a yellowy, a orangey, you know, like a whitey. I'm just only realizing what's the colour pearl? How would you describe that? Like pearl, I'm thinking like necklace and stuff like that. That kind of colour. But I do add some silver in there, a bit of silver, to make it a little bit shimmery. So yeah, but these say that June, when it's pearl coloured, that's why they say pearl. With its pearl-coloured birthstone, June is also represented by pale orange, signifying the start of warmer months. So, pearl is the birthstone of June. Hey, you learn something new every day. However, I've got nobody's birthday in June, so we've got, do you know what? We have 4. Wait there, no, is it 4? Yeah, 4 birthdays in March. My brothers and sisters all in March. 1 week after the other. Honest. Oh, yeah. And then Mother's Day smack bang in the middle, which I'm great with Mother's Day, yeah. Thankful to all the mothers out there. But yeah, so I know March more just because I have so many siblings in there. But hey, tell me what your birth month is. My birth month is November. Now, my stone I know is yellow. is a yellow colour, and I've always been like, yellow, really yellow, but it's grown on me. It's really grown. Yeah, so it's growing on me, yellow, and I'm pretty sure it's amethyst. My stone. You know what? I'm gonna quickly look up, birth birthstones. Birthstones. So, no, mine's topaz. Mine's topaz. The modern and traditional birthstones. Modern versus traditional. So yeah, mine's always been topaz. It's a yellow colour. I'm just looking at all of them now. Wow, they're gorgeous. Now my sister's I know is aquamarine, like a it's a blue one, because for her birthday I got her a little charm with her birthstone in it. It looks nice. Might get one for myself because why not? So yeah, going giving finger. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we was talking about the month. So so June is the birth month pearl. What does it say here? June. Yeah, it says traditionally it's pearl, and that's like and modern it's alexandrite. So that's pretty cool. That's really nice. So I now have finished the month of May. I'm sure. No. What May am I finishing off here? See, this is how my head works. I'm forgetful and I don't know what I'm doing. We have just finished May. We have just finished May. We're just right near to the end. So then we moved on to June. This is June, and you've not seen June yet, but June is a nice coloured. It's done very nicely. So June is like light orange and pearl. Now we're gonna swiftly move on to July. Now July, they said the colours were coral and yellow. Now also, if you scroll further down on the website, it also gives you the colours like faded together. So like with this one, it has a nice coral colour and a coral and a pinky colour fading together. A coral and where are we? A coral and yellow. Oh, my head. So we have the coral and the yellow like blending in together. Looks gorgeous. Now I was able to do that, and I'm so happy I was able to do that with my paints. So I don't know if you'll see it like right now or right soon, but you'll see it very soon at the end of the video, and I love it. I was able to get the flowers, the big flowers, and on one of them you have like the end of the petal, really nice, like bright and light yellow. Sorry, calm down. It was like a bright pink, like a pinky colour, a coral, literally. I think it was coral because that's what it says on the. Yeah, it was a coral pink. See, it actually has a coral pink. And I blended that in to make with the lemon yellow. So, and it looks really nice. Like most of July, it's the watercolors, just because the watercolors just look great. And I don't know if you noticed, but for each one I do leave a bit of white, so the entire background for this month and for October, I'm pretty sure, is white, and everything else is nicely coloured in. So it's really nice. I do love this month, the colours. I do, some of me wishes that maybe it was a bit, but it's like I said, I wanted to try and use to learn how to blend the colours and stuff like that, and actually use watercolours in a really nice way. And I think I did, and I think I did quite all right, to be honest, on this page. It looks really great. So yeah, and let's go on to the description as to why they chose them colours. So July is bright, vibrant coral and yellow. Sum up the month of July and all of its energy, promise and excitement and fun. And you know what? I think that's quite nice. Shows it in some regard. I think not like thing. I think it looks quite nice and delicate, and just it. I like it. I like it. Then if we go on to the next month, which is the month of August. Again, I know this month because there's two of my siblings born in this month. And August is, I feel like February is like the yellow with pink. No, not yellow. Not yellow. Pinky, a reddy colour, or at least that's what I did. Yeah, you did a yellowy orange colour. So first I did a liquid latex. Basically, you know, I did the spirit gum, and I blocked out because these remind me of biscuits, you know, like the old fashioned like biscuits. Did you get in them tins? Or at least they used to be old fashioned. I don't know anymore. I don't really get them biscuits. Moving on from biscuits, I did like the entire pattern, not just like little bits here and there or a little bit of the pattern. I did the entire pattern, so it was one big clunk, and I'm pretty sure I did a layer of yellow or orange all over it, if I remember correctly. But yeah, and for this month, for at least the month of August, the colours are burnt red and orange, which I was great with because, like I said, I do like myself some red, and I do like it when it's bold. So I was able to use a variety of different things for this page. So I was able to use the two markers, because the markers, I've only got purple and red, so I could only use them on them months. I couldn't really use them with green. And I was able to use acrylic, and I had a bit of gold in there, and I used the felt tips, and I used pencils, and I'm pretty sure at this point I remembered that I had my scroller box tin that I added colours from there as well. So, you know, I went all out. But yeah, so yeah, I did. So then on August, I did a full on wash of yellow. So the only places that was white was what I added the spirit gum to. It's not even called, is it called spirit gum now? I'm thinking the drawing gum, basically. I added that, and because I might have been calling it wrong this entire time, and if I have, I'm sorry. That's what it's liquid latex, really, isn't it? Latex natural. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at the bottle to see if I'm saying it right. But yeah, so anywhere that the drawing gum is on, that's where it did not take up any of that colour. So yes, so I let that dry, and I'm pretty sure I go back and forth at this point. I go back and forth between loads of different months and try and see if I could do things better, and you know, thingies, just do loads of different things. Oh no, I add some more colours. So I do a wash of like a nice yellow, and then I add in some pinks and some pinks, reds, and try and make some colours from that, and just yeah, I think I did pretty well on that. Because like I said, at this point, I'm thinking I'm doing a little bit better on the fading at least. So I wanted to try and do that a bit more, especially with these ribbony bits and stuff like that. And I think I did pretty alright. My camera died, and then this is me going back to it. So we go back to it, and I add little details here and there, which I think are great. I think out of all of them, this one's the page that took the longest, at least, because I was like little details here and there and grabbing loads of different mediums and stuff like that. So I think this one was the page that took the longest. Now, have we said why we chose these colours or why thingies? So yeah, burnt red and orange. So this website says that these are the best colours for that, and says think of the burnt red and orangey tones of autumn and find yourself transported to your favourite sunset memory. So yeah, so these are kind of like autumny leaves falling off the tree kind of colours. Which I think I did pretty alright. On this camera, that pink looks like proper pink. But on here, it dyes itself down. Obviously, pastel watercolours, it dyes itself down after a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. So yeah, so then we move. So now I'm going to move on to the next month at least, which I didn't get on record, which is the month of September. Now, I really like the colours of months, the colours and the drawing of the September. It's maybe one of my favourites of the drawings that I've done. Maybe I could do a list at the end. I'll tell you like which one's my favourite and which one's my least favourite. I'll do the list of 0 to 1 to 12 and stuff like that. Don't know where I went off then. So, sorry, September. So we're moving on to September. Now, September was really good because these were two proper different colours. It wasn't just like, an orangey red or a yellowy orange. This was like orange and blue. Two different colours. Boom. And again, like March, two different colours, green and purple, which I did. So the colours for September was rust and bright blue. Now I like bright blue, rust. I did like blue and orange, them types of colours, and I think I did all right. This is a nice page. I quite like it. So, and again with this one, it was a layer of. No, it wasn't. I left. Yeah, no. I left that one. Yeah, this one at the white. Yeah, ignore me. 1 second. Yeah. You can't even see what I'm seeing. Sorry. So this was the blue and the orange. Now with the blue and the orange, I did started off with watercolor, and it got up to not markers, felt tips and pencils, and trying to I colored one all orange with the watercolor, and then used blue felt tips. It was really nice actually. I do quite like this page, and even tried to do the fade between orange and blue to mix them together. It was very nice. I quite liked that. Now, they say that the month of September, this is what the thing is. So, rust symbolises the changing of the leaves, while bright blue invokes this month's sapphire birthstone. Going back to birthstones. So, September is sapphire. Let's go back to our website. Traditional and modern. It's always been sapphire. Some of them changed, like in March, it used to be called Bloodstone, now it's called Aquamarine. Most of them have stayed the same though, to be honest. There's only a few that's different. Anyway, going back to our months. So that was September, and like I said, I like this month. It's quite nice. And I'm pretty sure we go on to October, which I'm pretty sure I recorded with you guys. So, and I feel like I'm moving a bit too fast with this voiceover. So, in the month of October, The month of October, I only used felt tips and pencils. I didn't use any acrylic or any fingers. I just used felt tips, markers, and a little bit of the pencils. But the one, like I said, the one that took the most time was August, and that's why you're seeing most of August. And as you can see, I do like to color repetitively the same things the same. So if you see a flower, you won't see the same flower painted differently. I'll try and paint them the same, so at least there's some kind of pattern to the disorganizedness. Yeah, that's a word. um so yeah, and I try my hardest to do that and show that to do that. I've forgotten where I was. This is so bad. No, I can do this. So then, I need to start making a list when I do these voiceovers. So I did actually record October's. I recorded near enough the last months except December. So I recorded October, November, and I didn't record December's. So, and I've tried to just So through August, that's the main month you'll be watching me do my colouring in. I think that was the one where I added the most different tones and the most colours and stuff like that. Because I have noticed that in the other ones there's not that much difference in variation of colours and tones. The only one that is different is February's, and that's because most of it was because I used markers, so I was able to layer on top different, like a grey over top of a red to make it different kind of tone. So August is the one that I could really do different types of colours and stuff like that. So I really did like August, and that's the one that I was like, oh, let's put this there and this there and this colour here. So if you do have this or you want this, go to the works, see if they still have these. It's nice and cool. At the start of it, at the beginning, on the second page, it does actually have a little inside paragraphy thing which I'll read out to you, and you will see it later. I do take a picture of the entire calendar, so you will see that later. But on the second page, on the inside, it does actually say, this is what it says. It says, just like meditation, colouring allows us to switch off and quiet our minds. It lets us focus on the moment, which can help to alleviate anxiety and reduce stress, as well as improving the brain's ability to function. So, whether colouring for fun or to relax, enjoy. So, basically, if you do buy this, enjoy it. Because it is a good calendar. It's nice, and like I said, to being able to colour it in, I was going to do it monthly, but just colouring it all in within this short period was able to just but sitting up that long did hurt my back, I'm not gonna lie. But it was nice. Like I said, don't think me, these are very nice. Like, that page is nice. But moving on, one second while I get my charger. There it is. You're all plugged in now. Charging. You're all charging. So, again, what was I saying? Yeah, so this one was the one that you could do the most tones in. I think then we was gonna move on to the next one. So do September. Did we do September? Yeah, we read out September. We read out all the months, haven't we? Up to September. Now October. Now I did really well in October, I think, because in October I didn't use any paint at all. Time to breathe. People, let's breathe together and drink. Breathe and drink. So, with October, yes, October, I only use felt tips and pencil crayons. So, yeah, I quite liked October's. And it was like flat colours most of the time with these. Oh no. No. Oh, it was mostly flat colours, except every now and again I kind of like try to blend in two pencils, different pencils together, which I think I did really alright. I will tell you what pencils I'm using. The pencils I'm using are the Deco Tray, and I have done a video on these, so please go to my Let's Try series and you will see a video, and it's the Let's Try Deco Tray one. It's the pencils, and they have two in Deco Tray. So they have the bluey, the purpley blue, and then they have the pinky yellowy orangey, and in the bluey purple there's green as well. So start again. So the two Deco Trays, you get the two different, so you have to buy them separately. So in one of them is blues and greens, and in another tray, which you have to buy separately obviously, is pinks, purples, orange and yellows. And there is a few purples in the blue one as well. There's a few dark purples between the greens and stuff like that, and it's actually both trays are really nice. They have some gorgeous colours in there. I don't use it all the time, but when I do use them, they're great. They are great, you know. So do look at that video. I do some sketches in that video with the pencils, so you can see the different colours there. Anyway, going back to October's colours were maroon and indigo. So as you can see, there was two different colours, so it was really nice. So I was like blue and purple, indigo and maroon, you know what I mean. So it is kind of like that kind of colours, and I quite like this. Page, because like I said, I didn't use any paint whatsoever. I just used the felt tips and the pencils. So it was a nice little page. Now let's go back to the colours of October. So as hues begin to darken and the days get shorter, deep yet classic maroon and indigo provide a refined backdrop to the month of October. Now that sounds really nice, because my image of October is obviously Halloween, so mine would have been like green. Mine would have been like oranges and blacks and greys, you know, that sort of colours, just because, and maybe like reds, like, you know, Jack Skellington and Sally, like that sort of colours. You know what? I'd be all over the place, me. I think that's why I had to stick to something like this, like the Sunday Citizen, because I'd probably like be all over the place. I'd probably do the same colours for different months, just because something pops into my head and I'm like, yes, let's run with it. And then 3-4 months are orange. So yeah, so this is why I had to stick to this link, this so yeah, getting an insight to my brain during this video. I need to slow down. every now and again, if you're going too fast and you don't realise it, just take a deep breath and just... This is the month that I realised that I had my scroller boxes, so I rushed upstairs and got my stitch tin, and we went through there. We went through them. Because most of the time I used acrylic paint, the watercolours and the pencils. That's it. But then when I went upstairs and I got my stitch tin, I used a whole load of different mediums. In the end, I only used it for this page. So, I wish I brought it down sooner, maybe. That would have been a lot more colour. It really would have. So, always keep that in mind, Jade. Always keep that in mind. So, we've done October. Now we're on to November. And that's the last month I record, because I was going to do like 6 months off record, 6 months on record, even it out. But then in the end, I was like, this video is going to be too long. And while it's on charge, I can be doing other ones. Now that's a good peel. I should have got this on... I was just going to say I should have got this on camera. This is on camera. Like the peeling, that looks well satisfying. Oh, I might do some like little mini TikToks with that peel. That's well nice. Going back to the actual video that we're watching now. After I peel that off, that obviously puts a layer of white, and as you can see, I'm filling in some of that white. However, I'm making a grave mistake. This is what I'm trying to fix, because my family's shouting me. I've got my headphones in. My family's shouting at me, trying to get my attention. Normally they throw something at me, just to say, Jade, I'm trying to call you. But they took turns shouting, and then they all shouted together, and it made me jump. Oh boy, did that bump make me jump. Kind of boy, my little brother's got all the Doctor Seuss books and I'm reading them all to him. Anyway, so it made me jump, and then I was like, why? But I think I fixed it pretty well. I fixed it pretty well, and I always wanted at least a little bits of white to show, because out of all of my pieces, they have bits of white showing, and that was from the get-go, and that's why I wanted to make sure that even on this page where I painted all of it, there was some that was white, some that just was white. So I did that, and I'm happy with that, and we're near to the end on this page finally, and then we'll go over to my October, but we're moving on to November. That is where we're up to now, because we've already gone through October's months, haven't we? Pretty sure. So November's month, which I've already said, is my birth month. I'm a November baby. Right at the start, I was supposed to be born on November the 5th, and I came out early, November the 4th. That's my birthday, people. Comment your birthdays, and I'll wish you a happy birthday, or I'll try to remember to wish you a happy birthday. But yeah, happy birthday wherever your birthday is. I do love you guys. Anyway, so in November's month, it's brown and gold. So I was like brown and goldy colours and stuff. We added a bit of gold and a bit of brown. And 1 second while my brother speaks. Set house. What little set house? 1 second. Lovely. So as you can hear, my little brother has joined us. Do you want to say hello? Hello. So Caden, we're doing a voiceover for this video that you saw me painting the last couple of days. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah. So where was we? This is you see me going through them all and stuff like that. So we go through, and this is me starting October's. So I start October's, and I'm like, yes, let's get the pens, let's get the felt tips, and let's just start off with the felt tips. And these big ones, I was just like, let's draw different mismatched petals and stuff like that, and just be like so unrealistic of a colour. Oh, is there colour? Is there like flowers like this where loads of different petals? I know you can get rainbow roses. I got my mum one for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. They are gorgeous, but can you get like what I'm probably not. Probably not. Skip that anyway. So yeah, so I go and I use the felt tips to draw different petals of flowers, and I thought, thank you, Caden. He's just found something of mine.
That'd be on that door.
Thank you. Sorry. So I do random different petal colours, and you know what I thought I was doing pretty well. I do really well on this one. No, we was talking about November. We was talking about November. So November is brown and gold. So I was able to actually use my acrylic gold, because I don't really tend to like to use the gold because I don't want to waste it. But at the same time, I do want to use it because it's such a pretty color. Like the gold and the silver, it's gorgeous. But I did, with November, I did the exact same as what I did for October. So I did spirit gum on a couple of flowers, and then I did a wash of different coloured browns.
Like a pancake or a waffle.
Yeah, one of them looks like a waffle. But yeah,
waffle.
Remember that they can't see what we're seeing. They could just see this video. Yeah. Sometimes I need to remind myself about that. So yeah. And I'll tell you what he means by waffle when we get to that day, that month. But yeah, so November, they say that November, the colours of November, so brown and gold combine to make a warm bronzy effect to the penultimatum. I think that's what it says. A penultimatum month of the year to carry us into winter. So that's what they say the colours of November suggest and reply. And I quite like that this day. It's quite nice.
And it's sunshine shining out.
Well, not in November, really, is it?
Today.
Oh, today, yeah. Today. This is where I do the colours. So basically, on the colours, what I was saying about before, where I was able to blend two colours, I started with, it's the leaves, some of the leafy things. So on one end, I started off with like the colour purple, and then I got like the colour brown and was able to mix them up. Also, another way was to do something like this was to colour in some of the pencils with like colour, no colour, and then all together over the top have a layer of felt tip. So yeah, as you can see, like the blue and the brown, I was able to do that a few times with different colours, and each time I thought it worked really well. Like I was so happy with myself for doing this. So we've done October, November, and finally is December. Now I didn't record December. I was going to record December, but that's what I was talking about before.
But it looks pretty.
Yeah, it does look pretty. But timing wise, the video was just going to be too long, and my battery for my camera
ran out.
Yeah, it ran out, and then I'd have to put it on charge, and then I'd be waiting around doing nothing. So instead of doing nothing, I decided to paint one of the months. So you lost out on December. Sorry if your favourite month is any of the months that I didn't record, but it doesn't mean that any of them are any less beautiful, because, as my little brother says, December looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, December, as you know, and as everyone knows, is green and red. So December is forest green and deep red.
A bit like apples.
Yeah, so we had the forest green and deep red. So that's the last day of December is greens and red because it's festive.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, if you didn't add green and red on December, then what colours are you adding? Like, seriously, Christmas.
And please add two. Please describe.
Oh, yeah, wait, we need that near the end. But good boy. So, what did they say for December? The colours is festive forest green and deep red denote. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just take a drink down. It's okay. So festive forest green and dark red denotes the holiday period we all know and love, bringing smiles to the faces throughout December. So December is obviously the last year. It's festive. Everybody celebrates Christmas in some way, even if you don't believe in Jesus. I think, even like I don't, if you don't believe in Jesus, you still get Christmas presents. It's just one of them days. Like, just because it's become less religious. I think December, at least Christmas, has become less religious. If you have a religious household, then obviously it's a religious time for you. But for me and my family, it's more or less it's not religious. It's more or less of us spending time together as a family. This just got no. This just got too thingy. I don't really. Yeah. So that is all of the months and what the colours symbolise and stuff like that. So I hope that you like this video.
And subscribe us.
And subscribe. Do you like this video? We should like this video. You should like and you should comment.
And you should subscribe us.
Subscribe. You should subscribe and like and comment. And
you should do what us.
Yes. This is the part where I did the layers on different ones. We're getting to the end of this video, or at least I think we're getting to the end. I hope we are. It might be 10 minutes so, and I think me just talking is just gonna irritate because I've got nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. Wait, I have got something else to say. I've got which ones I liked the best. So the ones that I liked the best was February, and February is a really nice.
I know which one I liked.
Go on.
I liked the waffle one.
You like November?
Yeah.
So Caden's favourite month and favourite colouring is November. You like November, so you like November.
Yeah.
It's neither here nor there. March, January, February. I really liked. It's quite a nice colour. March didn't like that much. I feel like I could have done better now looking at it. April, I think I did quite good. There is some bold colours and stuff like that, but it is kind of one tone. It goes from yellow to dark green. It varies from that. May didn't particularly like. We know how much I messed up. Messed up big time. So it didn't really
like at the start.
Yeah, I did. I really messed up. Now June, I quite like as well. It's
I really like June.
Yeah, it's iffy June, isn't it?
Why one's the orange one. Colour? Why are you leaving white bits?
I think white bits sometimes lets the colour, the orange or the red, pop more. So sometimes you can't always just have colour. July, I liked July. It's mid. I love July because of the fade. That one's the one where it's coral and fades from pink to yellow, and that fade looks great. Another one of my favourites is August, and I think it's one of my favourites because it took
August long. Is the best.
Your birthday, August, isn't it? High five. So I like August because the colours were great. It's loads of different tones, and it did take the longest. So I pretty much do have a lot of more,
So five
more,
more, five more, five more weeks.
months.
Now. Yeah, 5 more months until we get to my August.
All right. So, did we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. Sorry, I'm just correcting him without pausing news. I'm sorry. So then we have August, which I love. I do like that one. September, I quite like that one too. That one's the blue and orange one. That one's really nice as well. So I quite like that one. This one, October, which is this one, I quite like. It's not one of my favourites. I like the techniques that I used, like July's, I think. I like the techniques that I used. So it's not my favourites, but because of the techniques I
Why is
learned.
Halloween at the end?
Because that's October. Because I learned some new techniques during this, it was a good month. Lastly is November, which we will get onto November's.
Which we really like.
Yeah, I like November. We know it's my birthday. Yep. So we like November. That one's quite nice month. And lastly is December, which is proper in your face December.
I really, really like that one.
Yeah. So
Christmas is that.
yeah, Christmas.
Yeah.
So hopefully this calendar gets me a lot more organised and a lot more
And you can describe us.
yeah. But it gets me a lot more organised, so I can make sure that I do videos weekly. And if I'm able to do videos weekly, hopefully I can do them twice a week. But yeah, let's try and get once a week. Let's try and get once a week done for now. But yeah, please comment which months you think are the best.
Describe us.
Yes. Please comment which months you think are coloured in the best and which ones you think, nah, could have done better. You know I could have done better on March and May. March and May. But you know, you dealt with the cards you dealt with, and I don't want to go back. You know, sometimes if sometimes you need to leave it and stop it there, because if you don't stop, it could wreck it and just make it, worse. So I know when to stop, and I'm stopping there. But I like I said, I quite like them. They're not the best in the whole 12 batch, but I quite like them. Now we're drawing up to the end of October, and you can see November. Now I'll try and point out where he means by waffle. It's a pattern on one of the flowers, which is like crisscrossed with dots in the center. He's like, that's a waffle. So that's what he's talking about. And what doesn't make it any better is the color for it. The color is a browny yellowy color.
Please help us.
Help us. Why do we need help?
Just in case we mess up something.
Oh, so you're saying like comment any advice. That'd be cool. Please, yeah. Any advice that you'd like to offer. Say it.
Call us and describe us.
Comment. Oh, I have another brew. You can't have enough. This is an actual brew as well. Like this.
By the way, it's Easter Day.
No, it's not today. It's not Easter. No, but it's close to Easter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a brew. Chill out and have a brew and a little bit of chocolate, and then we move on to November. So this is November, and I do my usual. I go through the spirit gum, and we do through all of that. And this is when you start to see that it's a brownie color and goldy color. But I'm gonna leave you there. Like my little brother says, please like, subscribe, and comment. Give us any advice. And please comment which one's your favourite, which one's your least favourite. And I will add the link below. This is this Sunday Citizen link, which has where I got the colours from. Do you know what? I'll also add this birthstone link so you can check out which birthstone you are.
You
Because
might want to get a calendar.
Yeah, I've said that. But I'll even link that because that's pretty cool. But other than that, I'd like to just say goodbye, and I hope that you have a lovely day.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and we're gonna wish them a lovely day, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you have a lovely day or a lovely sleep.
Or a lovely year.
Yeah, we hope that you have a lovely year, and let's start off. Not start because we're, a third of the way. Well, not a third, but 3 months in. But 4 months if I post this in April. But anyway, I hope that you have
a wonderful
year. And I hope that you have a wonderful week and a wonderful day.
And a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah. Yes, and a wonderful Christmas. And I hope that everything's all good. And if you need me, comment.
And subscribe us.
And yeah. And I'll be there. I'll reply. So, bye-bye.
See ya. See ya.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
See you next
week. High five.